Ladies and gentlemen, today is another token request. As I promised you, I am live every single day on Banter Plus, and I don't have time to analyze all the tokens you ask for. So this channel is currently for live trading, which is coming soon, trading education and token analysis, so you know how you can position yourself in the market. Let's jump into it. If you want more of this, please remember that nothing I say is financial advice. And if you want more of this, the best way to get these token analysis is that you can come on to the daily live stream on Banter Plus and leave a comment after the show is being done. That's the way to get your tokens in. This is gonna be like a fire shot kind of thing where it's just literally just going through the tokens as fast as I can. So let's jump into it. Number one, someone says, Joshua says magic on Sui. Let's look at Sui. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, this was a decent short. I shared this short with you. 25% down since. Great trade. If you look at this on a 4-hour, Sui actually could be one of the very, very strong coins to long once the market reverses, which I think is going to happen. So once you see on the high, I analyzed in, there will be that timestamp down in the description where you will see how I analyze the total market cap, and I also will share it on X. But I do think that there will be a reversal happening on the total market cap, and once that happened, you see Sui showed massive strength. So we actually did see a market structure shift here, which indicates that there is a reversal happening on Sui itself, and once the total market cap backs that up, this even came back to the 50, which is a very great sign. So if there is a shift on the total market cap, I do think that you can start taking a long position. This would be my 15-minute high market structure shift. But again, you need to confirm everything with the total market cap. Once that's done, stop loss goes, you can get your entry in, first entry here, and then the second entry down when it comes back to the 50%. Probably is going to push or something, comes back 50, you pull the fit from here to here. When you see the 50, you add your position and you average your entry in. This would be the play here. Someone is saying, great show. Can you check IMX? Of course I can. Let's look at IMX. So we had this, I don't know, I think this was a trade that I took straight to stop loss. Wasn't great. Let's look at the chart. If you look at the 4-hour, it's still making lower lows, lower highs. So this chart, this is the difference. You see what the difference is between this chart and the Sui chart. Although this is also gonna fly, but this is our range. So while we are still in the range, we would struggle upstream. You know, it's like swimming upstream. So you would struggle with it. Why wouldn't you just pick a coin that is actually able to fly? So technically, we came back to a 4-hour PY and showed a massive reaction there, down 15-20% since. Now that doesn't mean that we can't reverse. This is actually a great breaker zone, and it's also a demand zone here with the imbalances. So if we would see a 15-minute market structure shift, you could technically get in on a position. Problem is the 15-minute is up here at 137. I would not touch IMX for now. It doesn't make any sense to do so. Can you analyze FTM and Link? Yes, of course. FTM. Let me actually select sources. Let me select Blowfin. This is what I use a lot. I'm experimenting with all other exchanges as well. But let's do this for now. Let me just show that. Yeah, so I was expecting a bounce from here. We did not have a market structure shift. As you see here, we came back to the demand here, but we did not have a market structure shift, which would have been up here. This would be the structure. Let me just mark it. This is the 15-minute structure. High, low, then you have a dump all the way. Technically, this is the high. All the way down here, then we have a close below, so this would qualify as the low, and then we actually show a reaction here, so we do have a market structure shift already. FTM could also be a very great token to long once the total market cap actually plays ball. It is leaving a little bit of liquidity behind, which I don't like, but once the total market cap actually shows, which is in about 11 minutes to recording, and we see when we upload, but if the total market cap closes above, you can take a long position here and then just play it. Actually massive imbalance up here. The problem is that it can come back all the way to the 45-ish region. That would be the first area where I would be looking for a potential reversal. We've got to see how that goes. Let me see, what else do we have? So I'm saying Link USDT. Let's go. Very good scenario. Look at this. I actually drafted this as well very nicely. We came back here. We couldn't close above the market structure shift, so that's why we didn't reverse. We're building up. I said the trend line is not for play, and then we go lower. We did come lower, much lower, and now we're showing a reaction here, which is also very good. Again, we have a market structure shift, combined with the fact that we are down here at a very massive demand zone. This could also be a very good long. So once we see a market structure shift on the total, the link is or can be a great play. The only problem that I have with link is that it is building up massive liquidity here. So if in fact we would for some reason get like but there is liquidity here. I can't. It's not necessarily a trend line liquidity, but there is liquidity here. Which I don't like, but if the total market cap actually makes a high, this could be a great and interesting play. Again, not the strongest. I would not play with it necessarily, but this could be a great buy as well. Is Ledger as good as Tangem? Yes, Ledger is the best. I used all kinds of different wallets. Ledger literally is the best. Again, there is a link in the description. If you like Ledger, please check it out. If you want a cold wallet, check it out. I appreciate if you use my link. HBAR, have any hope? Let's see. HBAR. Look at this. Very nicely marked. I said that we're going to come down to this region, take this liquidity. That's exactly what is happening here. We're coming lower. We do have a higher high marked here. We technically should not close below this rejection block. And if on the hourly, we do have a higher high. Okay, this is also very interesting as a chart. If the total market cap plays bull, which I think it will, this could be a great long. Sorry about that. Again, watch the reversal area. Potentially up here at 5.3 cents could be an interesting area, but the problem is that it's like so beat up that I don't know what would make this go. So again, not a bad play, but there are better tokens to play with in my honest opinion. FTM, we went through the Fefe demand. Drony, you are the man as well. September is my birthday month. Good, congratulations. Tia and Pendle. Let's look at Tia. Let's look at Tia here. I've been waiting for a 50 and then a bounce, but we didn't get the bounce. It's interesting because this here was just a retrace most likely. So this is the structure as it establishes. So we've got a low, a high, it comes back to 50. Oh, sorry, this is actually not qualifying. So all the way down on a high time frame structure, comes back, retest, and we go lower. So technically, it's just a retrace, and we can have another low. Although, again, if the total market cap plays ball, it could be potential a reversal area. We do have relative equal highs. We do have a trend line liquidity. We do have a kind of a demand zone that we see down here. If you look at on the hourly, we could see a potential reversal here. We do have a close below. We do have a close above. So this is also great. We do have a close above here. So this is also great for potential long setup once or if the total market cap closes above on the hourly, above the 2.03-ish trillion region, you can play this, get your position in once that's happening, and then wait for a 50 pullback and then target higher. The good part about this is that technically all this built up liquidity, this can really run. So I'm talking about, like, you know, even if it just goes to the next, the previous high and wicks through that, that's 40-50%, could be a very good trade as well. Let me go. Jupiter. Jupiter, we had this trade if it was coming back, but it didn't come back. So let's see. Again, demand zone. Right here is demand zone, but it closes straight down. Solana is kind of in trouble now in terms of general sentiment. Total volume is down on Solana as well. That's why I would be a little bit cautious in playing Jupiter. TA-wise, the chart is also wacky. Massive sell-off, retrace, lower low. If we would take liquidity and come all the way down here, could be an interesting buying opportunity. Not until then, I'm not interested. Let's go FTM. We had it. Mover, I don't know what that is, if we have it here. We do have it. Okay, good. I don't know what this is, so bear with me here. Yeah, it's probably some VC coin. Look at this massive pump, and it's just coming lower and lower. I mean, it looks good if we can recover this, and it's also coming back for a massive demand down here, which is great. It is kind of leaving some liquidity here, which I don't like. On the hourly, though, it's making higher highs, which could be good. So if, again, the total market cap plays, they could play this. I would not dare to put my stop loss here. I would probably keep it down here, or that's already 9%, or even possibly down here, which would be about 18-20%. Not interested at this. Not interested at this place. ABT. There's no ABT. I don't know what that is. BONK. Let's go BONK. Also, guys, subscribe to the channel and let me know if you like this concept. It's kind of like a rapid fire where you do this, but if you want more of this, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, share it with your friends, share it on Twitter, and if you like this, just come back for more and come for the daily show as well, if you want to see that. Let me just delete everything here. We come lower. Massive demand, though. Massive demand after liquidation. BONK could be up for a big-ass rally. Big-ass rally from here. Big-ass rally from here. Although this was just a 50 retrace, I bet. Yes, look at this perfectly. I told you. And look at this, even short. You could have played this short in 1 hour, 15 minute comes up, and then 50% of your position would have been in, but that's a gun trade. What you can do is, once the total market cap plays, BONK could be a great play. Could be a great play, and it also mimics very much what the total market cap is doing. We're looking at a massive trade here. If that happens, 30, but rather it comes back all the way up here. Most likely it comes back 90% to 100% within a couple of days. It's not a stretch. It's not a stretch. It went 83% in about 18 days. It's not a stretch. Could be a great play if the total market cap plays as well. Arbitrum, let's look at it. Let's look at it. Don't like the chart. Don't like the chart. I think this whole... Yeah, I don't like the chart. I don't like the chart. It's just coming lower and lower and lower. If you look at this, like it's literally like it's just going to nothing. It's going to nothing. I don't think there is a need for Arbitrum, to be very honest with you. I might be wrong. I'm happy to discover. You know, I'm just see what the ecosystem is about. Not long it. I would not long it. Not interested. The chart is wacky. No fundamentals. Not good. More right-wing propaganda from Crypto Banter. Congratulations to you, Mira. Don't know what that is. Ondo and Rune. Ondo could be great, but this whole RWA kind of thing, I don't know. I'm like, massive demand down in here. It does come back and touch it. It doesn't show any reaction from there, really. I mean, it shows a reaction here, but it doesn't show a reaction all the way up there. Although, if you see, it's a very strong bouncing coin. 5 days, 63%. Could be an interesting play. It actually built up liquidity, which is also great. So we could see a massive rally just we're seeing here. Could be interesting. If it would take 62 cents ish, that would be my region. But again, we need to see the total market cap, and it doesn't seem like it's gonna close above there just yet. So if that happens, 50% here, 50% here, that would be the idea. Put stop loss below here. That's the best place that you can do. So I'm saying Rune. Now, probably we will have a lot of, we will have an opportunity to finish all the coins today, but we're already at like 13 minutes. We'll keep this shorter. Now, I've been waiting for the 50, which happened now, which is great. Also after a liquidation event. Although, no, yeah, so we need a little bit lower on Rune. Also, it just comes back very nicely. Look at this hourly OB up here. It literally just comes back, touches, shows a lower low. This is what I always talk about. Look at this. Beautiful, beautiful trade on the hourly. Lower low, even comes back 50. You would have gotten, you see, market structure shift. Get 50% of your position in, comes back 50, get 15, go lower. If you would have done that, you would have been in a 15% trade, 10x to 150%. What I would look for now is a little bit lower. It does add liquidity, although it took liquidity, yeah. It does add a little bit. I would be interested in at the 50%-ish region, so down here at 3.4. But again, it could start running if the total market cap starts running, so keep an eye on that. Someone is saying, I'm wrecked. I'm sorry to hear. Come back to the channel. Come to Banter Plus. There is a link in the description. And FTM, we have done that already. Guys, I hope you appreciate this kind of content. If you do, let me know in the chat. We're going to keep them coming whenever I have time. And just come to the daily shows. It makes a very good vibe if I see you guys there. And yeah, truly appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Keep up the good vibes. Let me know in the comment what you think of this content. Share it, like it, subscribe, and I believe I'll see you in the next one. Take care.